Welcome back to the channel, everyone. James here from JVC Paints. I hope you're all having a really nice weekend. We've got a long weekend here, so I'm actually really kind of lucky. So I'm hoping to get in some extra painting time over the next few days. In this video, I'm going to go over the beginnings of a Republican Roman army that I finished. So right at the beginning of this project. So here we've got 92 figures. They're all in 28mm. They're from Victrix, all of them. They're from Rome's Legions of the Republic I and the Roman Republican Cavalry. So what we're going to do here is we're going to split them up, and we're going to dive in first with the infantry. So let's take a look at that. Victrix's Roman Legion of the Republic I kit comes with 60 figures. They're all here. You can see them all here. You get 3 sprues of command, each with 3 figures. You get a commander with a muscled cuirass, a signifier, which is the standard bearer with the wolf pelt or bear pelt, and a musician called a tubator. You also get 36 men in chainmail or lorica hamata, and you also get another 15 guys here in plain tunics. So I've made 2 blocks of armored troops, 21 men each. I'm just going to, in full command, let's move these guys up first here. These are the Principes. I've done their tunics in white, and I've done all the leather bits in sort of a browny color here. The shields are as is. I thought about doing designs on them, but I just went with the info from the Osprey Men-at-Arms series Carthaginian Wars book. So I just left them solid, left them as they were. But I have endeavored a little bit here to do some weathering at the bottom, make them a little bit more brown. These are the first armored guys that I did from the set. So I made a bit of a rookie mistake, I have to admit. Have them looking forward instead of having their heads turned to the left, but I rectified that with the next block here. After a quick maneuver, the Principes and the Triarii have traded places in the line. So there were enough helmets in the set here to do 1 unit of the Triarii, so I left them to last. Also, I have them with their left shoulder, their shield arms forward, and their heads at 90 degrees. So they're more flush with what I actually intended to do, I guess. I just messed up with the first unit of the Principes. So for both units, I'm just going to shuffle these guys this way and then bring these guys also this way so you can just check it out. So you can, both of them, real quick. I primed them black, and then I did the chainmail first by dry brushing white. And after that, I gave all the brown bits and the flesh a maroon base color, and then highlighted and washed those parts as needed, particularly the flesh color. The brown, not so much. Next, I did the tunics with the base. I did 1 highlight, and then I did a wash on that, and then I did a final higher highlight. The metallics were done last. The bronze was base coated, then given an avocado color. And that was re-highlighted with the base color. And then for a lot of the iron bits, as you can see on the pilum and on the shield bosses as well, I just did the metallic color as sort of a broad highlight on the black primer, and it worked out okay. The feathers were kind of left to the last, and they were just dry brushed white. In the set, you also get 15 velites. Unfortunately, you don't get the full complement with the wolf pelts. So I did give the leader one here, along with more of a crimson shield. I'll just turn him this way here so you can see. Yeah, to just sort of make it apparent that he's obviously the center of the unit. These guys were all primed brown. I did the flesh first, and then the tunics and the leather and the spears all in one go, based on that brown. Brought them all up. Nice little bit of a brown wash over all that stuff. And then I gave it another highlight. All of these guys would make up 1 division. All of these guys here in front of you here would make up 1 division on Hail Caesar terms. Now, the Great Southern Ancient Miniatures Man has done a review of this exact same kit, and he pointed out that you could probably do a bit of kit bashing with all the extra helmets in the set, and make these guys here, the velites, into hastati easily enough. So, and I think I'll give that a go the next time when I buy this set. But because seriously, I don't think I really need like 2 or 3 huge swarms of velites skirmishers on the table. All the miniatures were based on 2mm thick plastic card, and I put epoxy putty around the lips of each individual figure's bases here, and then to smooth it into the actual gaming base. Then I put some white glue, put some sand on it, and then went to town painting them. Now, the guys in the rank and file units, you can see they're on either 4, 2, or individual bases. So here's a 2-man base. We've got an individual base here, and then this would be a 4-man base. Now, they're ranked up 7 by 3. but I've got it so that I can have them go 3x7, so that if they're marching or moving into making a maneuver or something like that, I can still have them facing forward. Now the movement trays that these guys are on here, it's 1mm thick plastic card because it's a bit cheaper, and I put some wooden edges on it. So and I sanded them up, the edges, and painted them the same way as I did the bases, with a little bit of static grass as well. Now the command stand for this division here, it's just 3 figures. We've got the troubadour, the signifier, and the commander. In the we've got them here in a metal cuirass. The shields here I actually did freehand, and I thought, well, you know, they're a bit more important on the battlefield than your regular legionary, so they might have shields that are a little bit more interesting. The Roman cavalry from Victrix comes with 16 riders and 16 mounts for a total of 32 figures. What I've done here is I've got 5 strong units here. We've got 1, 2, and 3. The set comes with 4 commanders, so each unit, as you can see here, has a very clear commander as well. What I've done here on the sprues, you get a lot of different helmets and weapons. So what I've done here, though, I've tried to make the helmets uniform for each of the units. One unit I did do a full command, though. I'll just bring them sort of up to the front here. Move these guys up back, out of the way. Bring these guys up here. So I did a full command for these guys here. And what I've done is I've changed different helmets without plumes or feathers or horsehair plumes, I guess they are. And I've given them light blue tunics. I thought during a game scenario or something, if you needed a special commander or a more elite unit or something, these guys could stand in. With the one lone commander left over, I was able to make the cavalry division commander. Let me just move this guy out of the way, and I'll bring him up to the center here. We'll just turn him so you can see him a little bit better here. A little bit of a senatorial stripe on that tunic there. I did him up on a white horse, and I did his shield a bit of a different kind of gray color than the rest of them. That was more of a tan white. A word to the wise, though, certain riders in the set seem to fit better and more flush with certain horses. So, unlike the ancient Greek cavalry from Victrix, or the Gallic cavalry, or the Nubians, where the horses and riders can be matched up any way you really wanted, these Romans took a bit of fiddling about. And I did the riders and the horses separate, and after I had completed and based the horses, that's when I went back and made sure the right rider was with the right horse, and then I glued them on, and then I glued the shields on. So again, the bases are 2mm thick plastic card, done in a similar way as the infantry. As for painting the horses, most of them were prime brown. As you can see, there are mostly brown horses here. There are a few black ones in here. I think there's one here, and we've got another one back here, just to sort of give it a little bit of variety. I had mentioned I was going to do a tutorial video on painting horses, but more like hammering out horses as fast as possible. But the holidays and all that just sort of got in the way, and it sort of fell to the wayside. But in the future, I'll try to get one out, and hopefully someone out there will find it helpful. Before I wrap this up, I also wanted to thank Ranger Miniatures and Gaming for recommending this absolutely killer reference book. I picked this up on Amazon, probably about $30 US. I would give this 6 stars on Amazon if I could. It is that good. So if you're looking to get into wargaming or painting, anything in the Roman world, from Etruscans all the way up to the fall of Constantinople, this book is great. So we'll just take a quick peek in here. Here are some of the color plates just in the front here, but it's got a lot of history. It explains about the Republic, the founding of Rome, etc., etc., and then it gets into the uniform. So here we've got, Etruscan hoplites, Samnites. Go a bit further, we've got some Carthaginians. So you have the enemies of Rome as well as the Romans themselves, right? So we've got, and it goes through all eras of the 1,000 years or so, 1,000+ years of the Roman Empire. So, or the ancient Roman world, I should say. So, a great book. Cannot recommend it enough. Some fantastic color plates in here, and it explains a lot about the panoply that these guys had as well. So, again, total 9.9 thumbs up on this book right here. As I've already recommended Ranger, and I've the Great Southern Ancient Miniatures Man. Third recommendation for you guys is Tri-Aries Wargaming. He and Ranger are embarking on a Cecil B. DeMille scale war game for Historicon in 2026, which will have thousands of 28mm miniatures. It'll be the Carthaginians versus, I believe, Sicilian Greek hoplites. Sounds fantastic, so check him out. Also, a fourth channel, if you're into Ancients, is Busy Dad's Painting. Recently, he has just completed Carthaginian Kit Bash, and it looks fantastic. So you should go check him out. All of those guys, I've recommended all four of them. You know, they'll be down below somewhere there. We'll have their channel. So that's it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you guys in the next one. Have a great weekend, and keep those brushes moving. Bye-bye.